Right, we are back here, NAMM 2025. I'm here with Steve at the boutique amp distribution stand, and you got something new for us.
We do. Synergy has a brand new thing. We showed this last year, but it wasn't ready for release yet.
Right.
Syn 20 IR basically has a dedicated clean channel, very Fendery and alive.
Yeah.
It's very simple. You got tone here, volume here, but here's the reactance is like a presence knob, but for mids,
right,
more or less.
okay.
It's very mid-focused.
Yeah.
It's kind of subtle, but it's really good. We'll go through it. You might want to hear it. And then you also have this structure, which happens for any of it.
Right.
The top structure, A, is basically just a balanced output structure, just very kind of normal, let's say. That's more a smoother, kind of Marshall-y kind of, and this is all power amp presets.
So this is all overall
Yeah.
completely independent of what you
And it's a
put
power amp structure,
right?
Is what it is. And then the last one is the Soldano structure, but from the power amp perspective.
Right.
You've got EL84s, two EL84s powering it.
Okay.
12 AX7s in the box plus in here, so you got full preamp sections.
Wow.
You have built-in IRs.
Okay.
Which, of course, through the software you can add your own. You can tweak little bits. You can add or subtract and organize and things like that. Master. You get that. Okay, so let's play on the clean channel just a little bit, and then we'll get into the two new modules.
Okay.
Subtle, but you can hear it. Kind of just brings out the mids.
It brings out the mids and the top end.
Yeah, the top end of the mids.
Yeah.
And it's just a really nice live sounding clean to me.
It's really instantaneous attack on it.
Yeah. And it's kind of reminiscent of that. It's similar to me to the Astro Clean, which I also think is brilliant.
I love that. What an amp
brilliant.
that is. Absolutely fantastic. Yeah.
So there's that. Two new modules.
Okay, two new modules.
And a little trick we've added to our newest modules. Tone King Imperial.
Yeah, wow.
With the vibrato in it and the whole bit.
Yeah.
I mean, it's ridiculous. So
has it got reverb as well, or? No reverb?
No reverb in the module.
In the module, okay. But it's got an effects loop, so if you want to put a reverb in there, yeah. Okay.
Exactly. This was kind of why we did that.
Yeah.
Like the IR version of it, which isn't released yet. That has both.
Okay, right.
It's ridiculous. So each channel has its own tremolo control, so you can...
Right. Wow.
It's a little slower vibrato than
the amp is.
Than the amp is. And I may be lying about this. If I had Leo here, he could confirm. But it feels like you get more of the direct signal as you turn it down, rather than when you turn it up.
Yes. Yeah. It's more the depth coming into it.
Yeah. So it's more. This is almost like a mix knob.
It sounds great. And you know what? The most important thing is it feels really great.
That's the part I didn't tell you yet.
Oh, right. Okay.
So I think that's off now, right?
Okay.
What we've done is we started putting a 0-watt amplifier chip into these new modules. The last three modules have them.
Right.
Starting with the D-Rec.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I think we talked about this earlier, but like if you go back now with that knowledge and stack it with a different one, I think you're gonna feel, and I think you feel it here.
Yeah.
There's just there's a power amp section.
It's like the power amp section comes out through the module more than it would.
Yeah, it's really just...
It feels lovely.
It feels great. So that's your kind of classic clean channel in the...
A little bit of
wish my Fender sounded like.
Yeah, it's like a fat Fender-y sound. It's like,
yeah.
It's almost like a Hot Rod Deluxe kind of, you know,
the clean channel. And if you lay into it, add some, let's see.
It's a little bit of gain on the front end of it. I love that. That's great.
Yeah, it's got a little bit.
Oh, we've got a bit of gain in there.
Yeah. And that's the other thing I forgot. Is there's an attenuator for each channel.
An attenuator?
Just like the amp.
Just like the amp. Which is the best attenuator in any amp, in my opinion.
It's crazy. So that's why, like right now, we're dialed back to nothing.
It sounds great, man.
It's stupid.
Just for you out there, we are just miking up with an SM57 on this cab here. It sounds great, man.
It sounds so great.
Yeah. So module-wise, I don't know if you guys know about this. So this is a module. And I think it's such a clever invention to have all of these modules. You just buy a module and you just get a different sound.
Yeah, I mean,
as
you can see, and this isn't even all of them.
It's not all of them?
No, I went to look for one earlier because somebody asked about our early Marshall Synergy mods, and I thought, well, it's probably in here.
Nope. Just look at that. That's all amps basically, isn't it? So
now, interestingly here, you know, if it's one of these guys, it was made by that guy. So Dave designed this.
Right, okay.
Right. If it's a Synergy design, I get asked this a lot. If it's a Synergy design, why would I pay the same for, and I think we talked about this in 2017 as a matter of fact.
I think so, yeah.
But we'll say it again. If it says Synergy on it, either Dave designed it, or Stevie Fryette, or Egnator, or one of the best guys in the, come on, you know, the best guys on the planet doing it. So, anyway, back to this. So that's our newest one.
Yeah.
Also the Fortin, which is also coming out in about a month. Both of these release in about a month.
Fantastic. I mean, this is, and it's so easy to do. 2 screws, pull it out.
You can hot swap it.
You can hot swap it, so you leave it on.
You can. The only issue with hot swapping is each module comes with a switch, and it's set. There's 3 switches, and it's basically like a power structure thing, again, like this.
Yeah.
And we usually set them at the best setting for it, but really it's just a matter of ears and feel. There's software in here that this recognizes.
Yeah.
And occasionally if you hot swap it, it won't.
Right, okay. Out it goes. Leo, really nice to meet you. So you designed this Fortin module here. Tell me about what it is.
So this is the new Fortin Kali module. We designed it together with my Fortin.
Yeah, okay, cool.
And this actually is its own little Kali module inside of our Synergy system. So it has same 2 gate channels as the original amp.
Yeah.
3-way bright switch. Violence, which is
violence.
That's it. You're gonna hear it. That's exactly what it does.
Yeah.
And it has another stage of the gain.
Yeah.
Then we have a saturation switch.
Yeah.
Which has some diodes on the cathode follower, which make it even more compressed.
Right.
And really nice. And then a 3-position EQ shape, which totally changed the mid shift on the EQ.
Okay,
so
right.
It goes to full body sound to a really tight, aggressive kind of sound.
Okay, and so are these 2 channels
identical?
They're identical.
Yes.
But can you switch these from like a foot switch? For instance?
We did, right now we have a Scene 20 as well.
Okay.
So the model is sitting here. This is our newest baby.
Yes, maybe, it's super cool, lad. I really like it.
Basically, this is all MIDI controllable. So this is a MIDI foot switch.
Right.
Here. And it's a universal MIDI controller.
Yeah.
And it also has a power. So just need a standard MIDI cable, and it's going to be switched.
So clever.
The great thing about this is that now you have, Synergy system, for who doesn't know it, you can just basically swap your preamp.
Steve explained all of that to us earlier, where you got all the different things over here,
The most important thing on this one is that the structure it's also acting on the power amp now.
Yeah.
So you can have a different power amp section on each channel. In this case, we have 3 channels. The power structure is going to change.
Yeah,
You can store...
I can hear the clicking inside the head.
Yes.
Which is great. It's nice and saggy, like proper, like.
But a super tight sound.
Yeah. It is. It's got some balls, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's really cool, man. So that's brand new out now, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
it will be out in about 1 month.
Oh, okay, cool, man. Well, thank you very much for that. We're going to go and have a look at the. Actually, we're going to have a look at this little thing, which I'm really excited about as well because I'm a big Tonking
This
fan.
is
but
really
yeah, it's
exciting.
really cool. Anyway, thank you very much, man, for taking the time. Appreciate it.